Hey, what up guys, and welcome to the Aquarium Show. Today I'll be making another helpful video, and that is how to care for a betta fish. So if you just recently got one or you're planning to get one, hopefully these tips and this video will be helpful to you. So let's start off with the simple tanks. Normally when you go to a pet store, they tell you that they can live in those small tanks or a small bowl, but that's not necessarily true. Yes, they can live in a bowl or a small tank, but it's not going to be the proper home, and you're not going to see your real betta's personality like you do when they're in a proper tank. So ignore the bowls and ignore the small tanks because they're nothing but small cages or traps for your betta fish. The proper home size for a betta is a 2.5 gallon tank. That's the lowest you can go to. The perfect is a 5 gallon tank, and anything bigger than that, well, it's better for them. So the next time you go to a pet store, they do sell a 2.5 gallon individual. They do sell kits for those. Some of them don't really come with the heater, but you can probably find one that does come with the heater. But in case you don't, just make sure you buy one. So speaking of heaters, bettas are tropical fish, so if you're planning to get a betta, you have to buy a heater. They normally tend to do well at temperatures around 78 or 82. Mine's normally at 79 to 80, so that's good for them. Anything below that can be a little too cold for them, or anything higher than that will be too hot. So make sure you buy a heater for them because it's necessary if you want your betta to be happy. So the next thing we're going to talk about is, of course, a filter. There are some people who agree on filters and others who don't agree. In my opinion, I feel that every fish deserves a filter, something that can actually clean their tank every day when you don't do water change, and it also helps cycle the tank. Therefore, if you do decide to add other fish like I have in my 10 gallon tank, that will be okay. When it comes to filter, you don't want to have a filter that is too strong of a current, not a current that's going to push your betta everywhere. You want to have a filter that has a low current where they can be able to swim, just like you see my betta swimming around. Another filter you can buy for them is a sponge filter, which is recommended the most because they don't tend to do a lot of movement for the betta, and it's been known that some of the filters that are not sponge filters, sometimes the bettas can get their fins stuck there, which can rip them off. But with the sponge filter, you don't really have to worry about that. So if you have the opportunity to get a sponge filter or just a regular filter, just go for the sponge. Decorations, they're your choice. Gravel, plants, whatever you want, you decide to buy for them. I would highly recommend that you do buy silk plants, or if you do buy plastic plants, that they don't have sharp ends to them because they can easily tear the betta's fins off, and you don't really want a betta that has torn fins. So silk plants do the best for betta, or plastic plants that don't have sharp ends to them. I have a plastic plant, but as you can see, it doesn't really tear my betta's fins. It's more of a plant where she can lay down in. Also make sure you buy aquarium salt and prime. You don't really need aquarium salt, but I would recommend that you buy it just in case. And for a water conditioner, I recommend Prime if you're looking for a water conditioner, but they tend to cost a little bit more than other water conditioners. So those are two important things in my opinion, but if you can get the aquarium salt, you definitely need the water conditioner. So basically that's about it when it comes to Betta care. Proper tank, proper filter and heater. The rest is up to you. You definitely need a water conditioner. Aquarium salt is optional. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helps you guys for the next time you are in a pet store and decide to get one, or if you're looking to get one in the future. Hopefully this video teaches you a few stuff, but I'd also recommend that you research a lot before getting a betta fish. Watch this video, watch other videos, or search on Google. You want to have as much information as possible because betta fish are easy, but if you don't really know what you're doing, they can become difficult to care for. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you watch my other videos, hit that like button as well as the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.